feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big Three. So,
breaking news. The EuroLeague just leaked Caitlin Clark's first game minutes, and they're already rolling out the red carpet. After enduring a brutal WNBA season, Clark's next chapter overseas is set to redefine women's basketball. But are European clubs outsmarting the WNBA, or is Clark simply cashing in where she's truly valued? Stay tuned.
No matter how the cachet of the WNBA elevates, remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up.
Let's talk numbers, and the gap is staggering. In her rookie year, Clark made roughly $76,000 to $78,000 in WNBA base salary. Meanwhile, Europe is dangling six-figure offers, housing, transport, and brand support included. According to insiders, some clubs even match off-season deals like Ice Cube's rumored $5 million for 10 games. For context, top WNBA salaries cap at $200,000, $220,000 per year, yet Europe's deal for Clark could rival her total WNBA earnings across several seasons.
From the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season. The commissioner told her that she could make $700,000 playing in the WNBA.
This week, a Greek top-tier club released leaked footage of Clark's first training run in Europe, complete with enthusiastic ovations and full-court stardom. Their excitement is tangible. One exec called it like winning the lottery. Media in Athens and Madrid has already dubbed her the next global megastar, and European sponsors are lining up.
In the WNBA through marketing this and that. I don't know what Kathy was talking about, because even the highest paid player in the WNBA currently makes a little over $200,000 in salary.
Recall her WNBA rookie season. Relentless physicality, hip checks, aggressive fouls, questionable officiating. At one point, she spoke out, "I'm getting hammered, opponents get away with things other players don't." Internally, coaches admitted Clark was being over-targeted sometimes by the league's design. Now, rumors swirl. WNBA might discourage team-based schemes in favor of suppressing her breakout star power.
The WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even
Contrast that with Europe. Clubs offer full support packages, chauffeurs, translators, media teams, year-round competition. Their leagues run October-April, giving players more games, exposure, and off-season prep. Sources inside EuroLeague brag. They've built a complete player ecosystem, and they want Clark leading it. With such systems in place, it's no surprise Clark's first clips are already going viral.
Caitlin Clark has now broke that glass ceiling, and they should be bowing at her. She's going to create jobs and money.
This isn't Clark's first showdown, remember her on-court rivalries with veterans like Alyssa Thomas and Angel Reese? Physical battles, heated press exchanges, and even racial tensions were part of the rookie's baptism. Key moments: the playoff eye poke, Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi calling out league protections, Commissioner Engelbert stating Clark was handled fairly, fueling more backlash. Now, Europe's offering her a stage without the drama.
Indiana Fever was turning away games into home games, and so it's kind of sad that through all of that, Caitlin was still advocating for players on the other team to get bonuses, because she saw the kind of money and eyeballs and viewership that all of this was generating.
Let's break it down. Indiana Fever attendance surged plus 142% during Clark's rookie year. Her jersey alone was the top seller ever. She's not just an athlete, she brought an estimated $80 million economic boost to her college state. That kind of impact makes Europe's aggressive pursuit logical. They want to replicate it for their local clubs. Meanwhile, the WNBA is left scrambling, questioning its ability to hold onto its breakout star.
To hell with the WNBA, they're nothing, they're nobody. Nobody's watching.
They lost 50.
Clark's official Euro squad debut footage to drop in coming weeks. WNBA's response press statement likely, perhaps a salary or marketing bump offer. Sponsorship shifts, global brands like Nike and Adidas could follow her European path. Ripple effect other WNBA stars observing this, weighing overseas moves.
I understand she hadn't played in the league yet, but at least the popularity and the interest around it.
This is more than a transfer, it's a statement. Europe just said, we'll pay for talent and protect your career. The WNBA? They'll have to decide, do they evolve or risk losing stars? Comment below, should Clark stay and push change in the WNBA or chase freedom and opportunity overseas?
There could be a world where more of these private-owned EuroLeague teams, I could see some of these teams going after some of our star players in the WNBA. And if the money makes sense, if the business aspect makes sense, we could lose more players to playing overseas.
This is massive. Caitlin Clark's first leaked minutes in Europe have just rocked the basketball world, and it's not just the fans who are going crazy. The EuroLeague isn't just celebrating their making history. Meanwhile, back home, the WNBA is stunned, confused, and humiliated. How did they let their golden goose slip away?
People don't always share all of the good things that they're doing, and Caitlin by no means had to do that.
The leaked footage comes from a private EuroLeague practice in Paris. Caitlin Clark is seen running drills, draining logo threes, and electrifying a packed gym even before her official debut. One European coach was caught on mic saying, "This is like having Kobe back." The European press already has a nickname, Queen of the Courts.
Because Russia paid Diana Taurasi at that time $1.5 million salary to play in Russia. Now, at the time in the WNBA, the salary, like the highest salary in the league, was $107,000. So
Clark was making just $76,000 in her rookie WNBA season. The same league where stars get hip-checked, eye-poked, and ridiculed on national TV without even basic protection from officials. Now compare that to Europe. Six-figure base salary, full housing, chauffeurs, medical staff, no tax burden, endorsement freedom, and full respect.
she was getting all of that, yet all of these eyeballs were coming to the league because of her. The Indiana Fever was turning away games into home.
Clark didn't just face defenders, she faced resentment, jealousy, even hatred. Multiple veterans, including Alyssa Thomas, Diana Taurasi, and Angel Reese, targeted her both on and off the court. Media narratives blamed Clark for stealing attention. One ESPN panelist called her problematic popularity. And yet, she kept showing up every night.
Okay, they have the highest audience they've seen in 24 seasons in the WNBA games. Televised games with Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever averaged 1.18 million viewers compared to 394,000 for all other games. There were a record 22 games that averaged over 1 million viewers.
Clark didn't just leave for the money. She left for survival. During her WNBA debut, she was hit with blatant fouls, eye pokes, hip checks, with barely any referee protection. While Ice Cube offered her $5 million for 10 big 3 games, the WNBA gave her bruises and headlines. Commentators like Sue Bird, Alyssa Thomas, and Chindi Carter, they threw shade. They tried to humble her. But Clark kept her cool. Until now, she's done playing their game.
All of this just nonsense about things that Caitlin was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night.
This isn't just about talent. It's about a system that works. The EuroLeague runs from October to April, giving Clark 8 full months to play high-intensity games across Spain, Turkey, Russia, France, against teams known for precision, pace, and pure physicality. Russia's teams focus on brute force. Turkey is known for its speed and finesse. Europe is no joke. It's the realest basketball you can play outside the NBA. And Caitlin Clark? She's about to go from hunted to legendary.
All of this just nonsense about things that Caitlin was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night and ignoring the hate that was coming to her from all sides, not only from fans, but from competitors, coaches, all of these people.
Caitlin Clark was responsible for 22 of the 25 most viewed WNBA games this year. Without her, games averaged just 394,000 viewers. Ratings dropped 50% during the playoffs when Clark wasn't playing. Her absence is already costing the league sponsors, fans, and momentum. The truth? The WNBA didn't lose a player. They lost their entire audience. Clark's move is a marketing hurricane. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, all eyeing European exposure now. Her image will be plastered across London, Berlin, Barcelona. Already, EuroLeague merchandise demand has tripled in anticipation. The moment Clark stepped off that plane, she didn't just join a league. She became the face of global women's basketball. The WNBA fumbled their Kobe. Europe is building their dynasty. The moment the European League leaked Caitlin Clark's first minutes overseas, the basketball world stopped and stared, and for good reason. What we're witnessing isn't just a player crossing oceans for better pay. This is a seismic shift. This is a global basketball coup. Clark's leaked debut didn't just show her in uniform, it exposed the WNBA's failure in full HD. While Kathy Engelbert and the league brass tried to contain the damage, Europe casually unleashed footage that proved they didn't just sign Clark, they freed her. And what a difference freedom makes. Gone are the bruises from flagrant hip checks, the political media chaos, and the lack of protection on American courts. In its place, clean, crisp ball movement, packed European arenas, and a level of respect that the WNBA never truly gave her. This isn't just a highlight reel, it's the beginning of a revolution. From Paris to Istanbul, Madrid to Moscow, EuroLeague fans are getting exactly what American fans were desperate to see. Clark unleashed, unbothered, and unapologetically dominant. Her first step off the plane was a direct message to the WNBA: you fumbled the bag. Because while the Fever gave her $76,000 and expected her to carry the league, Europe is offering her millions. Elite coaching, elite teammates, fully paid housing, global sponsorships, and the legacy she deserves. Let that sink in. Diana Taurasi once made $1.5 million in Russia, while the WNBA capped her at $100,000. And now Clark's poised to break every ceiling they tried to trap her under. The leaked footage shows her already syncing with top-tier international guards, weaving through defenders like she's been in Europe for years. The court spacing, the tempo, the IQ, it's basketball evolved, and Clark fits in perfectly. Even more damning? The reaction. European fans erupted, comparing her arrival to the impact Kobe Bryant once had during his Euro tours. Meanwhile, back home, WNBA arenas are already reporting declining ticket sales and ratings. Clark wasn't just a player, she was the entire ecosystem. Indiana games were drawing 1.18 million viewers. The rest of the league? Barely 394,000. The playoffs without Clark? Down 50%. ESPN, ABC, and even Nike built entire campaigns around her. And now, she's doing it from across the Atlantic. Let's not forget, this move didn't happen in a vacuum. Clark's been publicly disrespected, physically targeted, and constantly scrutinized, from Alyssa Thomas's near assault to coaches like Cheryl Reeve taking veiled shots at her. She stayed silent. She stayed humble. And then she left. The EuroLeague didn't just leak her minutes. They announced to the world that they just won the lottery. While the WNBA was too busy playing politics, Europe played chess. And now, they've got the queen. Clark isn't just joining a new league. She's rewriting the rules of player empowerment. She's proving that talent can't be contained by borders, and that if you don't value your stars, someone else will. This is a new chapter not just in Caitlin Clark's journey, but in the global game of basketball. And it all started with one leak, one viral clip, and one jaw-dropping moment that made the WNBA realize they just lost more than a player. They lost their future.